Page number 367. A scientist like him is a round peg in a square hole. A round peg in a square hole as an administrator, meaning a person better fitted for another job than what he holds. Though illiterate, our cultivators often solve their difficulties by the rule of thumb. Rule of thumb meaning method based on experience or practice. Love for money is his ruling passion. Ruling passion meaning motive that dominates a person's life. Untouchability is a running sore of Hindu society, meaning a constant source of trouble. We now feel amused at our deeds in our salad days. Salad days meaning one's inexperienced youth. Men like Vidyasagar are the salt of the earth. Salt of the earth meaning ideal man. I decided to accept the offer on second thoughts. Second thoughts meaning decision reached after reconsideration. The real culprit escaped scot-free. Scot-free meaning Scot was formerly the name of a tax, hence scot-free literally means free from scot or tax and thence unhurt. He was guilty of sharp practice, sharp, sharp practice, meaning deception or cheating. He is our sheet anchor, sheet, sheet, anchor, anchor, and if he fails, we are undone, meaning the largest anchor of a ship to which the marine chiefly trusts for the safety of the ship, hence the main support. His victory in the election is a shot in the arm meaning stimulus or encouragement. My answer to the question was merely a shot in the dark. Shot in the dark means wild guess. I have not a shot in the locker. Shot in the locker meaning no money in one's pocket. There is a silver lining in every cloud, meaning something brought in the midst of the surrounding gloom. I appealed to you for the sinews of war, meaning money to carry on a war or any hard work, sinews. Besides being a highly qualified and experienced physician, Dr. Ray had a strong sixth sense. Sixth sense meaning power of intuition. Malaria has left him all skin and bones. Skin and bone meaning having only the skin and bones without any flesh, meaning very weak. His boat sank, but he escaped with the skin of his teeth. Skin of his teeth meaning escape very narrowly. They avoided any discussion in the matter as it is a skeleton in the cupboard of the family, meaning something of which the family is ashamed and which it tries to keep secret. His quick return to power was a slap in the face of his opponents, meaning a rebuff or snub. I apologize to you for my slip of the tongue meaning an unintentional error in speaking. Page number 368. He is a sleeping partner of this firm, meaning one who has invested money in the business but takes no active part in its management. A slow coach like him cannot shine in life, meaning a person slow in action, dull. He does not care for small fry like us, meaning small or insignificant person. A thief entered the room in the small hours of the morning. Small hours of the morning means hours after midnight up to 3 to 4 a.m. The guests were engaged in small talk meaning ordinary social talk. Beware of him, he is a snake in the grass. Snake in the grass meaning a hidden or hypocritical enemy. He won promotion by applying a little soft soap meaning flattery. Don't take any decision now. I feel there is something in the wind. Something in the wind means signs or evidence of something about to happen. You will have a square deal here. Square deal here means a fair deal or fair treatment. I am too poor to have a square meal every day, meaning a full meal every day. An ordinary man like him is a square peg in the round hole. Square peg in a round hole as the head of a department, meaning a person who is doing or trying to do a job for which he is not suited. He won promotion by applying a little soft soap meaning flattery. Don't take any decision now. I feel there is something in the wind meaning signs or evidence of something about to happen. You will have a square deal here. Square deal here meaning a fair deal. I felt so much pity for the street Arabs that he built a home for them, meaning children of the houseless poor street children, so called because like the Arabs they are nomads or wanderers with no settled homes. You have raised a storm in a teacup meaning great excitement over a small matter. I thank God I have done my duty was the swan song of Nelson Mandela, meaning last statement. The swan, though not a singing bird, was believed to sing before death. We should take guard against him as he seems to be our sworn foe or enemy. F-O-E, foe or enemy. Sworn foe or enemy meaning an enemy who cannot be reconciled. He is suffering from swollen head meaning conceit, slang. He joined the film is the talk of the town, meaning an event exciting everybody's attention. Do not bother about the teething troubles which would soon die, meaning troubles which may occur during the early stages of a new enterprise. I am well received of this thankless task meaning a task which brings no credit to the performer. Page number 369. Take the matter seriously. This is just the thin edge of the wedge. Thin edge of the wedge. WEDGE means a small matter which is likely to lead to bigger matters, demands, changes, etc. My partner is a thorn in my side. THORN, thorn in my side means constant source of annoyance. I must be true to my salt. True to my salt means prove true to my benefactor. 3 R's. 3 R's, reading, writing and arithmetic. The mass should be taught at least the 3 R's. I am ready to go through fire and water. Fire and water meaning through any difficulty. You should not be angry with me. I have given you my only tit for tat. Tit for tat meaning like for like. I advised him times out of number not to do this, but he did not listen to me, meaning many times. You will have to be very careful about the situation. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg. ICEBERG. Meaning an initial indication of a big problem. This new work will suit him to a T. To a T means exactly. Any Tom, Dick and Harry can do this job, meaning ordinary man. The meeting was attended by the top brass of the organization, meaning highest ranking officer. It was a touch and go business, meaning risky business. Beware of him. He is an ugly customer. Ugly customer meaning a difficult or dangerous person to deal with. I cannot support such a utopian scheme. Utopian scheme, UTOPIAN, means a very desirable but impractical scheme. In enforcing the rule, the authority has to act against the vested interests. Vested interests, VESTED, means connections permitted by rules but involving personal gains. This is a vexed question and should not be lightly disposed of. Vexed question means VEXED means has something hidden. There is no chance of improvement of the situation which is entangled in a vicious circle. Vicious circle, VICIOUS, means a state of affair in which a cause produces an effect which itself produces the original cause, usually refers to bad effect. There is enough virgin soil, VIRGIN, soil in this state, means not yet used soil. He is well off and can help you little, meaning well provided, rich. The title of Raja proved a white elephant to the zamindar, meaning a very costly possession. Page number 370. His arrival was a wet blanket to the mirth of the boys, meaning damped their spirits. Physicians sometimes tell white lies in the interest of their patients, meaning well-intentioned lies. I do not know the why and therefore of your action, meaning reason of your action. The workers went into a wild cat strike. Wild cat strike means a sudden and unofficial strike. I cannot follow you in this wild goose chase. Wild goose chase means a wild foolish adventure. There are many willing horses who would do the job for me, meaning willing workers. Similarly, it can be unwilling horses. He was within an ace, ACE, within an ace of defeat there, means about to be defeated. I prize a widow's mite, WIDOWS more than a rich man's 100, meaning humble contribution. Don't take him seriously. He is speaking with his tongue in his cheek. With his tongue in his cheek means speaking ironically, humoring you. Your remark is wide of the mark. Wide of the mark meaning not to the point. Don't trust him. He is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wolf in sheep's clothing means an enemy posing as a friend. A word in season, a word in season might have prevented his downfall, meaning timely advice or warning. I am being constantly eaten up by the worm of conscience. WORM, worm, CONSCIENCE, conscious. I find my new man not worth his salt, meaning really worthy. This gift from my mother is worth its weight in gold. Worth its weight in gold to me means very valuable. It is not worth your while to go there, meaning worthy of trouble. You should not ignore the writing on the wall. Writing on the wall means a happening for showing disaster and downfall. I don't give much credence to the reports published in the yellow pages, meaning unscrupulously sensational newspapers. He did yeoman's service, YEOMANS, yeoman's service for this club, meaning did very useful work. C. If you knock down a person and then call him a fool, you are adding insult to injury. Adding insult to injury means to commit double offense without any remorse for the first one. To intensify wrong done to a person. The news will add fuel to the fire. Add fuel to the fire meaning excite it further. This tax will bear hard upon, BEAR, bear hard upon the people, meaning cause hardship to the people. Page number 371. They bore the brunt of the enemy's attack, meaning bore the chief stress or strain. I hope you will bear away the palm, 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 in the contest, meaning win the contest. This action bears witness to. Bears witness to means provide evidence of. Come to the point. Why do you beat behind the bush? Beat about the bush, meaning approach a subject indirectly. In trying to defeat him, you are only beating the air. Beating the air means try in vain. He was beaten black and blue. Beaten black and blue means bruised. BRUISED. The misery of the people beggars description. Beggars description means beyond description. The plan is good, but who will bell the cat? Bell the cat means take the lead in a risky adventure. The bids fair, he bids fair to shine in life. Bids fair means is likely. They are bidding their time to make the attack, meaning waiting for the proper time. I cannot take you seriously. You blow hot and cold. Blow hot and cold with the same breath. That means both to praise and to blame at the same time. You will be laughed at if you blow your own trumpet, TRUMPET, or horn, HORN, means praise yourself. She possesses a self-confidence that borders BORDERS on arrogance, means to come very close to something, especially a strong or unpleasant emotion or quality. He is so successful that he must have been born under a lucky star. Born under a lucky star means in an auspicious hour. The reference to the popular belief that the destiny of a man is influenced by the star under which he is born. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Born with a silver spoon in his mouth means born rich. The prisoner broke loose. Broke loose from the jail means escaped by breaking. The thief broke open the window. Failure has broken his heart. Broken his heart. There was silence for some time, after which I broke the ice and began to talk. Means got into initial shyness. Got over initial shyness or reserve. I broke the news of his son's death to him. Means gave a bad news. He breathed his last, breathed, his last on Monday means he died on Monday. The tiger was brought to bay or at bay, meaning bring to a position from which escape is nearly impossible. He brought down the house. Brought down the house means called forth general and loud applause. He was brought to book. Brought to book for neglect of duty means call to account. The secret was brought to light. Brought to light means disclosed. Money given to a child burns a hole in his pocket. Burns a hole in his pocket means disappear quickly. There is no going back from our decision. We have burnt our boats. Burnt our boats means left no means of retreat. He burnt his fingers in the share market, meaning suffer for interference or rashness or speculation. Page number 372. He was ruined by burning the candle at both ends. Burning the candle at both ends means overtaxing his energies or spending too much. If you study regularly, you will not have to burn the midnight oil before the examination. Burn the midnight oil means study until late at night. In aspiring to a ministership, he is only building castles in the air. Castles in the air means daydream. Let us bury the hatchet. Bury the hat and be friends again. Bury the hat means make up a quarrel. You have got to face the reality. You can't just bury your head in the sand. Bury your head in the sand means refuse to admit that a problem exists or refuse to deal with it. I know nothing of this new company and so refuse to buy shares in it because that would be like buying a pig in a poke, P-O-K-E. Buying a pig in a poke means buying a thing without knowing its value. We have done enough work and let us call it a day. Call it a day means decide to stop work for the day. The relationship is not working out. Let's call it quits. Call it quits. Meaning to decide to stop doing something. The authorities called a halt to gambling, meaning they forbade it. His personality carried all before him. Carried all before means be completely successful. In helping him with money, you are simply carrying coals to Newcastle. Carrying coals to Newcastle, Newcastle. This means to send something where it is already plentiful. Newcastle is full of coal mines, so it is simply useless to carry coal there. The plan was carried into effect. Carried into effect means was implemented. He was carried off his feet. carried off his feet by his success, means was wild with excitement. He carried the day against all opposition, means won. You have caught a Tartar in me. Tartar means meet a formidable man. This unexpected development caught him on the wrong foot. Caught him on the wrong foot means caught in an unprepared state. If I catch you on the hip, I will teach you a lesson, means have a person at a disadvantage. He changed color at the sight of the police, meaning became pale, Pale. A strong man is necessary to cleanse the audience tables of this office. Augeanstables means to remove long accumulated evils. We took all actions to clear the decks. To clear the decks for negotiation, meaning to get ready to do something. In trying to climb the tree, he came cropper, Cropper, means fell heavily. After much persuasion, he came clean and told the whole story, means he confessed the whole story. We have talked a lot, and now let us come down to brass tacks. BRASSTACKS. Come down to brass tacks means turn action to real business or actual facts and details. Page number 373. Don't throw away the plastic bag. It may come in handy sometime. Come in handy means to be useful. He came off with flying colors. Came off with flying colors means he won. The result came short of our expectation, means was less than our expectation. I do not know how it came to pass. Came to pass means happened. He came to grief for his hasty action, means suffered. He has come to the end of his tether. Come to the end of his tether, TETHER, means reached the end of his resources. My differences with him have now come to a head. Come to a head means reached a crisis. Truth will come to light in the end, means become public. Circumstances compelled him to come to terms with his enemy, means yield. They tried their best to cook the books, but could not, means tamper with the firm's accounts or records to one's own advantage. I had to cool my heels, HEELS, at the lounge for a long time before I was allowed to meet him, means to be kept waiting, to make someone wait. He is over-optimistic about his business plans and had started counting his chickens before they are hatched. Counting his chickens before they are hatched means too hopeful of one's chances of success. His words came true. Came true means proved to be true. He went too far and I had to clip his wings. Clip his wings means prevent him from doing what he was ambitious to do. The idea did not cross my mind. Cross my mind means flash across the mind. He hesitated for a long time, but at last crossed the Rubicon, Rubicon, and gave up service to join the bar. Means he passed. You must cross your T's and dots your I's before sending the report to the higher authorities. Cross your T's and dot your I's means be careful and exact.